Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. As of right now, Ghoulia is still in stock. That's not the point of this video, but I wanted to say that because the Ghoulia's Ghoulia doll, still in stock. So, I was worried she would sell out, but I'm honestly really surprised that she stayed in stock this long. Because she definitely wasn't a flop, she was a good price, and a lot of people really wanted her. It's not like the Haute Couture Midnight Runway Frankie, where people were like, you know, we're not getting that much for $75, not really worth it. Like here, I'm rambling too much. Let's get into the actual video. So yeah, good evening Lizzie boys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about some Monster High news. So if you guys didn't know, there was a live stream before Ghoulia went live, and we actually got to see our first look at the Fang vote Rochelle. We also got some G3 news in the form of news about the show. Trixie Mattel is going to be voicing a character named Skelly Vonderbone. So, I just wanted to talk about that, show you guys the character, and with that, let us begin. So up first, I wanted to talk about Rochelle. This is actually not how she appeared in the leak that we got. This is a brightened version of what we saw. So we can see the mermaid silhouette of Rochelle's dress, and one thing about her shoes that kind of irks me is the fact that we voted on the stained glass design. Personally, I didn't like them as much, but the shoes look like more of a solid blue than a transparent blue like glass would appear. So hopefully it's just this picture, and when the doll does come out, they have more of a transparent look to them. I would even be fine with it being like a foggy transparent look. I just want it to be like see-through because it's supposed to be glass. You know, it's not like we voted on a solid color, we voted on stained glass, so that's one little thing. Her hair is very long, looks nice, she has rooted eyelashes. Really, I'm excited to see how her face looks because, you know, every alumni doll we've gotten so far, other than the Creep productions, which were trying to emulate the original screenings, have gotten sort of updated screenings. Even Ghoulia did. So, I'm interested in seeing how they update Rochelle's screening. But yeah, overall, there's not much to discuss here because, again, this is a back view of the doll, and we aren't even supposed to be seeing this much. People just lit up the image, brightened, enhanced it. I know these people were in the FNAF community. If you understood that reference, you understood that reference. I'm not going to explain it. But yeah, overall, Rochelle looks cool, and hopefully she'll release soon. In terms of her release, I've heard some people express a fear that she might be a Fang Club exclusive. I personally don't think that's very likely, just because Rochelle's vote was open to the public. I don't think Fang vote is going to become an exclusive thing. I'm pretty sure the only exclusives might be like the Ghoulia's series, and potentially some other dolls. I don't know if there's any that might be upcoming. We didn't get a whole lot of news in this live stream. They just talked about designing G3. Rebecca Shipman misgendered Frankie a few times. What else happened? Yeah, then they showed this. That was kind of it. It was a cute live stream. I personally didn't watch all of it just because, I'm sorry, I cannot sit through live streams. I just can't pay attention, so I mostly just watched some highlights and such. But yeah, overall, it seemed like it went okay, and it was nice to see Rochelle. Next up, of course, we have the G3 news featuring the new character. So in the background, you can probably see a new skeleton character, and she is intended to be an alumni of Monster High. In Shia Fontana's post, who is the main creator of the show, she mentions that Brian Furcus is going to debut as Skelly Vonderbone, the superstar alumni of Monster High. And Brian Furcus is Trixie Mattel, who is honestly one of my favorite drag queens. I'm honestly not that into the drag queen scene, like I'm not like a huge fan. I've never even seen an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm sorry, I'm a plebeian. But I've always liked Trixie Mattel. I watch her YouTube content, and seeing her get the #1 Barbie was pretty cool. That was a good video. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to think that we're going to be getting a character voiced by Trixie Mattel. Skelly looks pretty cool, and we have actually seen some leaks of this character before. I'm just going to show you for a quick second because I don't want this video to get copyright claimed. Yeah, so we have seen some design content, like concepts of Skelly before, and it's interesting to see how everything came together. It seems like they went with a third design, obviously because of the green streak in her hair, the green and pink dress, and I think it works well. Initially, when we saw this character, I honestly thought that this was Skelita's abuelita. I totally stumbled over my words there. I'm so good at talking. But yeah, in the episode description that we had seen for Skelita's debut, I'm pretty sure her abuela was mentioned, and so I just kind of assumed that this would be her. I do have to say, though, the one thing that's a little off-putting about this design, and I'll show you another picture so you can see why. In my opinion, the eyes stick out in a very weird way on Skelly. Like, it looks a little better here, but from this angle, it just looks like those memes that's like, not everyone has an iPhone, and then they put a skeleton emoji, a skull emoji on the screen, and it has, like, these huge eyes bulging out of its skull. You know, that's what I think of immediately. It looks just a little strange, but overall I do like the design of Skelly, and I'm excited to see the episode. I don't know when it's coming out. I think it's coming out tonight, actually. I'm not going to be able to watch it. I never get to watch things when they air. But, yeah, if you guys would like a follow-up video regarding that episode, I'll gladly make one. But for now, this is probably the only coverage I can do of the episode. Overall, it's been a pretty exciting day. Between, why do I keep trying to say Skelita? Ghoulia's drop going so well, us getting to see a bit of Rochelle, and of course a new character voiced by Trixie Mattel. Pretty nice stuff going on. If I'm being honest, I do want to see this episode. I know I just talked about this, but I just feel the need to elaborate on it a bit more. The Monster High show very rarely airs on Nickelodeon, and it's because Nickelodeon honestly kind of treats their animated shows that aren't SpongeBob or The Loud House very poorly. Like, shows like Harvey Beaks got royally screwed over. They only get to air like a few episodes, and it's usually like in these bursts of like, oh, one new episode every Friday or every Thursday or some day of the week, you know? And they do that for like a month. So you get 4 episodes. And then they rarely play any reruns, and I've heard that that's the case with the Monster High show. They very rarely put reruns of the show on the air, so the only time you can catch the episodes is when they air. And I always miss the air, like the air date. I always miss the time, I always miss it, so I never get to see it when it airs. I don't have Paramount Plus either, so I can't very easily access these episodes unless I want to sail the 7 seas, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I care enough to pirate the Monster High show. I like the show. It's a very cute show. But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't even know where to find this show. Is it on Soap Today? Is it on, Kiss Cartoon? I don't know any other sites. Also, when it comes to Rochelle, I honestly still wish that it had been Rebecca instead, but I'm super excited to see how this doll turns out. And of course, Fang Vote is a new collection as well. So now we've got the Skelectors, the horror icons, that's what Skelectors are. We've got the alumni dolls, which is like kind of a whole umbrella because we have the Holiday series under that, we've got Haute Couture under that, and now we have the Midnight Runway subset of Haute Couture, and now we have Fang Vote and Ghoulia's to add to those ranks. I'm kind of curious what else they're going to do for the Fang Club going forward, because I think Ghoulia's, the line that Ghoulia's from, is going to be like a new line that's going to be exclusive dolls. But obviously we don't know for sure, I'm kind of just speculating. But yeah, all my random tangents aside, I'm excited to see this episode. I think I should be able to watch it if someone uploads like a Google Drive or something, because again, I just constantly miss when the show airs. Like, yes, I could record it, I do still have cable television, but I don't know when it's on. Most of the time when I remember that I want to go record something, it's already stopped airing, so I can't record it anymore. But yeah, very excited to see this episode, and I'm excited to hear Trixie's performance. I've been seeing Trixie in a lot of stuff lately, like, I watch HGTV with my mom sometimes because, you know, that middle-aged woman. I don't know, I think that's like the target audience of HGTV. But Trixie Mattel was actually on one of the shows as like a judge in a competition. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I hope Skelly gets a doll. Like, I know I'm just saying stuff at this point, but Skelly would unironically make such a cool collector doll. It would be nice to see. So yeah, that about does it for Monster High news today. I'm sorry if I rambled a bunch in this video. I just like to share all of my thoughts, every single one of them. I don't filter myself at all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Also, feel free to comment your thoughts on everything and stuff. I always say that, but I forgot to say it today. Okay, now bye for real. Bye-bye.